What is up, guys? On today's episode of Will It Drift, we are taking a look at another one of my favorite vehicles in this game, the R.J. Andersen trophy truck, race truck, whatever they call this thing. It is a ton of fun off-road. I love how it handles, and my off-road style has a lot of slidiness to it, so I think this one should actually be pretty easy. So let me show you the upgrades. The engine, starting off with the big motor, 1750 horsepower right off the bat, super easy. It comes rear-wheel drive, so of course we're going to keep it that way. The tires, the fronts doesn't really matter since we're rear-wheel drive. The rear tires, I think we're going to be grip limited. It is a heavy vehicle, but compared to the horsepower, we have a fairly decent power to weight ratio, all things considered. So I went ahead and put the fatties on, and I think that'll work, but we can always come back and change it if need be. Put the lightweight wheels, of course. The rear wheel, kept it small. Again, I may need all the grip I can get. Transmission, kept it with the 6-speed, although I did upgrade it to the race. Faster shifting. There's really no need for more than 6 gears in a drift vehicle. These are kind of ridiculous. Usually I only use 3 gears anyway, so having 7 just makes it unnecessarily complicated. Drift diff, kind of surprised that's a thing on this vehicle, but it is, so I used it. And then here it was just the brakes, which I don't really need, but went ahead and threw them on. So as far as the upgrades go, this one's pretty straightforward. So let's head up and I will show you the tune. Alrighty, here we are at the top of the mountain. My tune is not perfect, I would say, but it's good enough to where I think we'll be able to hit 1 million. So let's take a look. So right off the bat with tires, I actually had more grip than I had intended, and so I turned the pressure up just a little bit. It wasn't way too much. A little bit should do. So gearing, the default gearing was kind of weird on this. I'm still not super happy with it. Actually, you know what? There we go. There's kind of an awkward gap between 4th and 5th. So again, the issue with this motor is it has a ton of horsepower, but only at the top end of the torque curve. You have to keep it revved up very high. If you let the RPMs drop, if your gearing's not right, whatever, you'll stall out. So it has a lot of potential, but it makes it difficult. Camber. Normally I go perfectly level, but like I said, I had a little bit more grip than I intended, so I left just a tad bit in it, just 0.1 degree. Not a big difference. In a roll bars, I left the front, actually I believe the front was in a little bit from this. I stiffened up the front just a little bit. The rear was all the way soft. I stiffened that up just a little bit. This thing doesn't rock and roll side to side a whole lot when it's completely soft, but it would be more than I would like, so I went ahead and stiffened it up just a little bit. Nothing too crazy though. Springs, again, we're back to kind of my default tuning method of dropping the rear, making it as soft as it'll go, trying to transfer weight to the rear. Like I said, I ended up having more grip than intended, but I had already done this, and with that tire pressure change, it seemed to work out well, so no sense messing around here too much. I really did like, when I was using this vehicle for racing, I really did like how it behaved. My race tune was similar to this, where it would rock back and get a lot of grip to the rear. So I just wanted to stick with that, kind of a familiar driving style, even if it is a little bit sloppy. Damping, similar concept. The front I left it where it was, but the rear I would drop it all the way down. No aero, no brake. The differential was on 88%. I went ahead and cranked it up to 100. I don't know, maybe one's better than the other, but typically my go-to is 100, so cranked it back up, made it simple. So that is it for the tune. Simple enough. Hopefully it should work. We may need to make changes, but let's give it a shot. Nailed it. Oh, shouldn't have done that. Oh well. As much as I would like to blame the vehicle, that was my fault. Okay, I'm trash. Let's do this over. Alrighty, my game has crashed twice now, so let's go on what is hopefully a successful take number 2 for the 3rd time. That's weird. That's a weird sentence. Oh, that was bad. Wow, that was a horrible, horrible section there. If I don't hit the 1 million, I blame that section back there. That didn't help though. Wasn't too bad of a section there. Held the momentum around that curve pretty well, which is normally a hard thing to do. Yeah, there's a little bit of a stretch there, but I got it. And if I don't completely suck, we are on pace to hit the 1 million. Like I said, if I don't suck. I'm bad. And there you have it. With an absolutely terrible run, I hit 1 million. Honestly, as bad as that run was, 1.1 is not entirely unbelievable. It would be very difficult, but it might be possible. So. But anyway, will it drift? 1 million in the big drift zone in the Polaris. Yes, Polaris RJ Anderson trophy truck. It will drift. Alrighty, I will see you guys in the next episode.